Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another review. Let's get this milk out of the way. Welcome back to another review. This one is of a movie that I missed over the summer when I kind of took my little break. Came out in July, towards the end of July. Movie I was not excited for. I thought it looked ridiculous. The idea of it was absolutely ridiculous. I just thought it was going to be ridiculous. This movie really ended up surprising me, though, that I haven't even said what the movie is. The movie's Barbie. You've clicked on the title, you know. Barbie. It is directed by Greta Gerwig. I've liked Greta Gerwig's first movie she did, Lady Bird. Second movie, Little Women remake. It was fine, whatever. I wasn't, overly excited. I was excited about the idea of Greta Gerwig. The cast is incredible. I was just about this movie. I just didn't think this movie was going to be for me. And I just absolutely enjoyed this movie. I cannot believe how much I was laughing at this movie the first time I saw it. It's about at home in Greenville. And then the next week, I think the next day, 2 days after, something like that, I got on a plane to go back to the Midwest. Ended up going to my hometown theater. One of the people that worked there was doing the Barbenheimer Marathon. And he was not excited to see Barbie at all, kind of the same way I was, but even less hesitant. He was not going to go. We had to convince him to kind of go, and I even went with him. I was like, I'll go with you. That's how much you should see Barbie, because it actually is a decent movie. He actually enjoyed it. He didn't think it was as good as I did, but he enjoyed it. Then I went to Chicago, Lollapalooza the day after. I was a little hungover, went and saw Barbie. I fell asleep during about half of it because I was that hungover. So I saw it half a time there. And then I went and saw it in IMAX back in, when was it? September or October. They released it in IMAX. So I've now seen this movie 4.5 times, counting tonight. I really enjoy this movie. This movie's a lot of fun. It's ridiculous. It is, dumb is the word I'm going to use, because there's some dumb things in this movie. But it's hilarious. It's fun. It does have a beautiful message at the end of the day of just be yourself. Who cares? I like that. As a guy who's crazy, as we all know, I kind of like that. I do. I love a lot of jokes in this movie. The Mojo, Dojo, Casa House. Yeah, I've been using that ever since. They have to learn how to build the wall vertical or horizontal and not vertical. I mess up lines all the time. And then I'm Just Ken song. That's been in my head just all the half of this year. I just like this movie a lot. The production design is absolutely incredible. This movie better win an Oscar for production design, because this movie had a budget of $100 million. It looks like it had a budget of freaking $300 million with the freaking production design of this movie. It's absolutely insane. The soundtrack is absolutely great. Billie Eilish is on this, Lizzo, Ryan Gosling, I'm missing somebody, Sam Smith. It's a great soundtrack, great score. Mark Ronson, I want to say, did it. I can't remember. Acting is great. Ryan Gosling is so flipping good. And for some reason, I keep forgetting how good Ryan Gosling is. He was in La La Land, my favorite movie of 2016. He's just a phenomenal actor, and I just forget how good he is. And he is so good in this movie. He's the funniest character in the entire movie by far, in my opinion. And he is just doing interesting stuff. He's silly, he's goofy, he's clueless. It's kind of, I don't want to spoil the movie, I guess, but, he's nuts in this movie, and I absolutely love it. Ryan Gosling. If Robert Downey Jr. had not been an Oppenheimer this year, which I'm going to review at some point this year, I have to get to it. I just been busy, and I did take that break this summer because I was just dead. If Robert Downey Jr. hadn't been an Oppenheimer, I would say Ryan Gosling should get an Oscar for this movie because it is so good. I hope he's still nominated. I think he should definitely be nominated for this movie. He's just so good. And just because it's a weird comedy does not mean he should not get nominated for it. He's doing some serious work here, and it's awesome. Margot Robbie's a fantastic Barbie. You think of a Barbie doll, you think of someone like Barbie. She's great. Bunch of side characters that are great. Michael Cera, America Ferrera, Kate McKinnon, someone who I don't like. She's usually too goofy. She works for this really silly role. Absolutely love the acting in this movie. I, I like this movie. What can I say? I'm a 29-year-old straight man and I like the Barbie movie. Screw you if you don't. I'll see you on the Malibu beach. Yeah. I like this movie. I have fun with it. Obviously, I've seen it 4.5 times now. Yeah, guys, I really enjoy this movie. The first time I saw it, I liked it. I didn't love it. And just every time I watch it, I like it more and more. And I just find myself wanting to watch it again and again and again. I need to buy this movie on 4K. That's how much I like this movie. It's such a good movie. I love this movie. Greta Gerwig did great. Big issues with this movie is still the writing. The first time I saw it, I had the issue. I was like, this feels like Noah Baumbach made a Ken movie, wrote a Ken movie, and Greta Gerwig wrote a Barbie movie, and they just kind of put it together. And it just feels slopped together. And, like, they couldn't figure out how to kind of combine them, so they put in the real world thing. Like, the real world almost doesn't feel needed in this movie. They kind of just go, and then they kind of just leave. The whole Mattel CEO situation. Will Ferrell does not need to be in this movie. Don't get me wrong. I love the Will Ferrell scenes. The bit where they're in the office, and he's like, climb over the cubicle. It's faster. I love that. But it doesn't need to be in the movie. It's just kind of a weird filler part. I don't love the writing. I will say that. I will say not all the jokes necessarily hit, but most of them do. I just think this movie's hilarious. And I love that it's making fun of Barbie. I love that it's making fun of the world. I love that it's making fun of men and women. It's making fun of everybody. It's making fun of the crazy, strange world that we live in, and I absolutely love that. Yeah, guys, I like this movie a lot. I really do. I guess you don't watch a movie 4.5 times, 3 times, well, 3.5 times in theaters and not like it. And you don't pay IMAX tickets to not like it. This is a great movie. I really enjoy it. If you haven't seen this movie yet, what the hell is wrong with you? It's made $1.4 billion. I want to say $1.4 billion at the box office. It's such a good movie. I hope it shows up at Oscars. It better win for production design. I will say that. Ryan Gosling, honestly, I hope he gets nominated for Best Supporting Actor. He's so good. Yeah, guys, 8 out of 10 for this one. I absolutely love this movie. I'm weird. What can I say? If I was a weird Ken, I would. If there's a weird Ken, I'm weird Ken. Let's just face it. I'm like, hi there. I'm weird Ken. And you have to pick between a Nike Jordan shoe and a Birkenstock. I don't know. Something like that. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great night. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. We'll see you next time.